Welcome to Small Talk Daily for Friday, January 16, 2009. This morning I'd like to finish up the little series I've been doing on deploying a runtime image without having to use Runtime Packager. I mentioned yesterday that we would go through stripping some stuff out, and that's really not the best way to approach this. It turns out that we ship in the preview directory under packaging a little small image called base.im, and it doesn't have the development environment loaded into it. So you don't have the browsers, you don't have the inspectors, you don't have the debuggers. So it's a perfect place to start as a build up sequence instead of the build down that the runtime packager and stripping implies. So let's take a look at what that means. What I've done is I've changed my little build script so that instead of starting visual.im, I start base.im from this directory here. And then I do a file in on configure base alarm.st. So let's take a look at that file. Configure base. And you see this is basically the same. The only thing I've done is I've pulled out the line about removing the workspace. I'm still removing the launcher, closing it, but I'm not closing the workspace because, well, we don't have one. We don't have any of those development tools loaded into this image. So I don't need to worry about that. So with that in mind, let's do this. /build alarm, and we'll go ahead and run that script, and you'll see briefly that little window pop up. That means it quit, so let's do a PS, and you'll see that I've still got that running, and that's because, again, I've got that little delay in there so that we don't have that little flash pop up of the launcher appearing and then disappearing. Now it's gone, so let's just try running the alarm clock .im image that we created, and there it is. So that's it. Now we'll close it, and if we do an ls-l on alarm clock.im, you'll see it's a bit smaller. Yesterday's was 13 meg, this one's 10 meg, so it's a little smaller than it was before, and more importantly, the development tools aren't just hidden as they were before, now they're just gone. They're not there at all. So you've got a nice runtime image that doesn't have any of those tools in it, without having to go through any of the effort of trying to remove them and then possibly destabilizing the image in the process. So that's pretty much the way you want to build up from now on, is you want to grab this base.im and you want to use that as a build up source and load things into it through a script like what I've shown you here. So that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with small talk.